Are you one of those people that experience deep darkness in your childhood and middle school? I want to share my experience. Middle school and high school, I wanted to die. I wore all black. The system, the education, all of these things, the people that I was meeting are interested, very programmed, very into Nike, fashion, pop stars. I was really one of the few people that's asking deeper questions, that's looking into things deeper. And people would look at me like I have five eyes. Like, what planet are you on? I can remember in elementary school, people asking me, are you on drugs? So it's always been very painful for me experiencing the collective. And I think if you relate to this, you might have felt in your solar plexus, in your stomach, this kind of dark, tense, a void of some kind. Some of us at that time would make vows to exit this world. And I was definitely making a plan to leave this world. And it was very dark. I didn't know what to do because, I mean, everywhere I would wander in summer, I would wander the streets praying for a friend. I would ask, I would ask God for a tree to come and hit me and be gone because that was the way that I felt I could end this suffering. When I found religion, it was given to me by my parents. It was a very potent experience, bringing a lot of friends that were into deeper questions, into things that brought a kinship, especially around suffering. I was a very dark child. I was into anything macabre. I can remember being in kindergarten making these really dark poems, these like gothic poems, and wanting to express my pain. I can remember even in the church services just weeping and making a saucer size uh, thing on the ground. So the friendships that I made in high school and middle school were mainly formed to our religion, or they were kind of surface. I mean, I'm three layers of Scorpio, three different planets in Scorpio. So there's a lot of depth. Scorpio is the Mariana Trench, the deepest, darkest waters. I think people might think sometimes a Scorpio from the outside looks dumb, but it's because they cannot see what's underneath the water. That person has a level of shallowness, they only see their reflection. This is my experience. I have many false friendships because they're only seeing on the level that they can see themselves. They're only looking for themselves. And what I was craving for all these years was something that is real, that's much deeper than anything on the surface, and ask the deep questions. I think there's so many people who feel the same as me. You might feel the same as me, but we're conditioned to go along with the flow. There was this book that a lot of Gen Z millennials, it was about this colorful fish, and it's got all these stripes, and it's like the moral of the story is give away the specialness to all these other fish. Basically conformity. Kill the gifts, kill everything. And this is like industrialization coming in and making everyone to fit in the box. This is the Saturnization, where we're collapsing ourselves from the 3D back into the 2D. And I felt these pressures. I felt all of these pressures, and I caved to something that gave me some depth, religion, some history, something with teeth to it. Because there's so many facets of religion. I found a mysticism in it. I was like evangelical charismatic, and you can see in my old videos, I was able to do different miracles, different things, and it gave me that mystical energy that I crave so much. Because and the deep friendships. I had such beautiful friendships within religion because it's created around topics that really matter. They have some weight. I have also three different planets in Capricorn, so there's a lot of power and in weightiness. I like things with weight. I like things with that are solid. I wanted to share, and also I'm so passionate about friendship because of the absence that I had it for so many years. The loneliness, feeling no one cut from my cloth, feeling like an alien. And I made this video, I had the courage. we're so long with this channel, I didn't want to be posting personal stuff because it's a lot. But I feel that there are people like me out there listening to this that will be less alone. Also, I was also closeted queer when this was happening. I was also experiencing a lot of, like, my brains, they call neurodivergent or gifted or whatever you want to, star seed, indigo child, however you want to slice it. My brain is working differently. And I hope the people that watch this, whatever, if you feel different, if you feel isolated, weird, that you'd feel a little bit more seen in hearing some of my experiences. And if you want to learn more about my life, ask a question in the comments. This is a community, so I'm open to share. Let's share some experiences. Put your experience where you feel isolated. So I also wrote down, the religious friends kind of fell apart as I left religion. This transition, I met the love of my life. It was the first person I fell in love with. I met them at a religious meeting. It was there was a lot of Southern people there. It was in a bad neighborhood, but it was very powerful. It was very intense. The guy had come out of prison and gung ho, super passionate about it. And I love passion. I love passion in whatever form it takes, as long as it's not negative towards me. I can appreciate, even if it's not my passion, I can appreciate the passion from afar and sometimes near. In that group, I heard a voice say to me, "You're going to go to this group 10 times." I went 9 times. On the 10th, this is when I met the first person I truly fell in love with. I mean, so in love. Every part of fiber of my being just exploded with love. Crazy. I'd walk into a room, I couldn't contain myself. The amount of energy flowing through me, it was really beautiful. And we decided, this person, we'd pray together. They were straight, by the way, so it was more like kind of distance, but it was still a beautiful experience. We went to this religious place for a whole month, and we decided to pray in the prayer room and go there. And the people that I was staying with were very judgmental and basically put us in separate rooms and didn't want to be friends, didn't want to connect after that, because I'm not going to reject myself anymore. Because I had already denied my sexuality, denied all of this for so long. I'm no longer going to play that game. I'm no longer going to do that. And I got into psychology at the time, Jungian analytical psychology, just on my own, spending countless hours with psychology friends that I made online, and the different books, Dario Nardi, Linda Behrens, John Beebe, getting into those books. And this person was like the opposite of me. ISTP, I'm ENFP. I'm fascinated. I'm so fascinated. He's so different from me in every way. Like, his brain, I had to figure him out. And that's actually what started my quest towards the psychological stuff. And the psychological stuff, the Jungian stuff, was actually a good gateway out of religion. So if you know someone, you want to kind of get him out of religion, slide in some psychology, because it can lessen that, especially Jung, because he has some shamanic depth. He has spiritual experiences, mystical experiences. It's more like elevation of consciousness. But psychology for me became too limited, because it's like this little TV screen, just studying, like, our head is like a TV screen viewing reality. But the spiritual world, when our consciousness expands past ourselves, it's not just looking at this, it's looking at everything. So this brings me to the depth of friendship that I had with the romance attached to it. His person, we still are friends today. It's incredibly deep, but things changed as the feelings drop away. The friendship's still there, which is possible. But so much beauty is to be had in friendships, whether romantic or not. I want to transition to my twin flame showed up. So I met them before my awakening, but what happened after my spiritual awakening, everything fell apart. You can watch Trapped in the Underworld if you want to learn more about it or ask questions. But I had a spontaneous Kundalini awakening. I went to the spirit world for 3 days and 3 nights like Christ. I experienced the wildest, the best, the highest high and the lowest low. I met God in every form. I met Anubis. It was literal hell. It was literal heaven. It was crazy. I was walking around like hypnopompic visions, like walking in the vision. And some months after that, I was at this place and things were going really bad. And a friend that I had met on like one of the dating apps, they were like, hey, let's move in. And this friend was, I think the second I fell in love with this person as deep, it's not more, at least more compatible than the first person. And this is some of the things that spiritual awakening can bring to you, is your twin flame. I mean, this person had the same day, year, month, same birth date as me, everything, and year. Crazy. And like they were so shocked when they found that out. And we're living together. It's still to this day the happiest moments of my life were in those months. And our synergy just went up like crazy. Like, we had similar interests. We're into like psychology, spirituality, and they could just flow with it. And I didn't feel weird. I felt appreciated. I felt the depth that I wanted there. But I had to go through the dark night of the soul, and then this beautiful thing came to me. So, I mean, there's a saying about, yeah, don't get romantic with your best friends. And we got intimate, and it kind of blew up. There was jealousy. I'm very Scorpio. I had to work out some of that possessiveness. But these things were really good at teaching me what life can be, like raised my bar like crazy. So now I'm manifesting, and I'll use a lot of these things from my past and I'll put it into what I want to bring into the future, because there's nothing like meeting your twin flame. I'm not saying it's never toxic. I think there was a lot of toxicity in that energy, but I feel like they're in my life for a lifetime, but they're orbital, comes in cycles to different times. I want to talk about now, what have I accomplished, what I've been able to manifest friends wise. So I did a journey. I did, like, I think about 5 days of really intense, like, shadow work, just feeling like you're sick, you're on fire, you're hit by a train, just the depths of uncertainty and pain and darkness, and facing them. Like, and there's so many videos on my channel about shadow work if you're interested in this topic, on how to do it. I have some how-to videos. Going through that depth, I tried something. I go and I manifest after this, like, really intense time, and I'm like, I want to meet another soul person, because I was feeling very lonely. I go on Discord, bam, in one of the VCs, I met one of my friends, and they created the Temple of Venus with me. They created the temple that I have planned, the Eco Village. We created the online Discord server for it. And we have the same star, Regulus, which is what this channel is named after, Lugal. We both have it on our moon. He has it at 0 degrees. I have it at 1 degree. And it's been a really productive and meaningful, deep, heartfelt connection. And we both feel like we thrive, and many more than other people, in the shadows, as well as in the light. But the sun is facing the darkness. The sun is looking at darkness and sending out light. And we do a lot of that, and our brains are wired differently. We experience, there is hope for you. If you're feeling alone, if you're feeling like no one understands me, there is hope. And I'm a huge believer in the energy of the gods, which is, are you able to create? The highest form of consciousness, and what I learned here at Yoga Teacher Training, is creation. Can you, out of your own being, visualize, focus in on a vision, and kind of divide it and bring it into your reality? I think this is what life's about, or a huge portion of what life's about. So you can bring yourself the friends of your dreams, friends that will be at your side for your whole life, and then some that'll be seasonal, and some that'll be your partner. you can open it up, and maybe you'll meet some friends here. I'm manifesting and putting an intention that the people in the comments will be made friends and call each other up. And then my Discord server, which I'm inviting you now, join the Temple of Venus. You have to do 40 days of chanting to Venus and 20,000 times to actually join that Discord, but you can connect to people in the comments as well. I want to share about, there's a saying, there's friends. My second spiritual mentor told me, we have friends for a reason, a season, a lifetime. So a reason, you might meet somebody and it's for a specific purpose, to teach you something. And then someone for a seasonal, they're like orbital friends, like planets orbiting. And then it's friends that are for a lifetime. I'm really manifesting the lifetime friends. I'm very, like, Scorpio and Capricorn is a good combination of like commitment and attachment and like intensity. I want something solid, something that's weighty. I think we hear so much in spirituality about let it go, don't be attached, be air. That's just air. Maybe your spirituality is more attached. I mean, the Naga are a certain aspect of the divine that is the most attached. They experience the highest highs and the lowest lows, and they have the strongest bonds. So maybe you'll have some strong bonds. Maybe you'll express your spirituality through stronger bonds. You have to examine what's right for me. And for me, I want lifetime friends. And I'm also okay with orbital and ones that are like less intense, but those are like less important to me. There's also a lot of suffering in that, but I can handle it. Some roses, you can be okay with the thorns and the pain from it. Maybe even you like it a little bit, the pain, feel the wound. What else? I want to talk about what I'm manifesting. What am I manifesting now? What am I bringing in regard to friends? I'm bringing in people. And also, if you're watching this and this is your description, hit me a comment. I like triangulation in my friendships. I'm looking for somebody that we're having similar interests. We're having maybe it's spirituality, maybe it's psychology, maybe it's eco villages, but there's some kind of energy or astrology or something that links us up, puts us on the same path. I'm also looking for friends. There's like the souls just vibrate at the right, like complement each other and lock in. I manifest for birthing things together. I want to be bringing the community around, manifesting together, making things happen. I think the more people you have visualizing the same thing, it's really, really powerful. So I'm looking for friends to do that with. I think thousands of years, humans, our friends were the people that we worked with. So I don't think it's wrong to be with people that you can be productive with and make things with. And that's not to take away from the emotional dynamic with one of my friendships, and some of them I do like every other time, do a friendship call, then do a more productive call, and kind of keep it balanced. You have to draw the line in your soul. What does your soul need? I think there's philosophies that say, like from ancient Greece, that talk about some philosopher. I don't remember who it was. You can put it in the comments. But philosophy, friendship being the highest form of love. So really treasure your friends. Maybe you manifest career, you manifest success. Maybe you already manifest the relationship of your dreams. But I encourage you, consider manifesting about your friends, praying for some friends, and write them down. I mean, what I've manifested, I wanted a friend who is really pure in heart, and the universe literally sent me somebody that so noble, so pure, so dedicated to higher virtues. I manifested someone into the occult, a magician. They came. Whatever you want, the universe has it. There's so many, there's, I don't know, 10 billion people now, 9 billion people now. There's so many people on this planet. You don't think there's somebody who resonates with you? They can come to you online, put yourself out there, maybe go on Discord, some VCs, maybe find an interest in your town, maybe go to a conference related to your interest. Get out there. Don't listen to the negative whatever, that you're isolated and the mental health stuff. Listen to your belief in yourself to make it happen. That's called fathering yourself. Listen to how well you can bring this stuff to you, and encourage yourself. Be a little bit delusional. I had a psychologist tell me once that delusions of grandeur are not delusions of grandeur if they actually happen. Sometimes you have to be a little bit delusional to make what you want to happen. I'm living proof that I've had really, really wild things happen. Like I manifested $777. Someone walked up to me in a park for no reason, handed me that amount in a plastic bag. Life is weird. Keep it weird. I think society is obsessed with making everything normal, making everything boring. I think it's time, let's shake things up. Let's bring in the goddess. It's time for feminine power, chaos, to shake things up. So if you have this anger, if you have this fire towards a more spiritual earth, a more connected to nature and real, like eco-villages, not just like new age, buy crystals, capitalism, like weird stuff. No, something that's grounded, earthy. That's where I'm headed. Let's get on the train to returning to the ways of the ancestors. And if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe. If you'd like to work with me on shadow work, you want some help going into your shadows, facing your monsters, I can level you up, find you the treasures with you, and show you the process, show you the ropes. Because it can be quite scary to do it on your own. When you have a friend or when you have a process, it can be faster, more efficient. I also offer readings, divination. It's $108. Just send a comment, 108, and we'll be in touch. And also, if you can share this video, it means the world to me. Possibly give me a gift of some kind. And check out my other content. I have an entire course on the tarot for free called The Left Hand Path, and the playlist available. I have so many videos on shadow work, and I want to keep creating. I want to keep staying with my passion as I travel. I'm in India right now doing 500-hour yoga teacher training, and I'm staying open to what the universe is going to do in my life, bringing hope, bringing light to you, opening up your way in a dark place, giving you courage, partnering with you. You didn't get me here because you clicked on this video. Your soul brought this to you. You manifested this. So here I am. My closest friends, you know what they say about me? They say I'm a genie. They say I'm a genie. And they've said this under really powerful states of consciousness. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. You'll have to stay around on my channel, take some of my advice, see if you don't have what you want, see if you don't have what your soul is yearning for, because that's my biggest incarnational purpose, my Atmakarka. So that's the highest degree in the chart, is your soul's fulfillment is Scorpio. It's like the occult, the hidden stuff, the deep things in the 6th house of service. I'm here to serve. I'm here to help you unlock everything. And it's Mercury. Mercury, Hermes Trismegistus, wisdom. Let's show you how to do it. I can solve problems really creatively. Some of my clients, the people that I help through their problems, they've been to countless psychologists, countless people to help them. No can do. So my coaching here, and my disclaimer, I'm not a therapist, I'm just coach. I'm just a diviner, someone who does readings. I'm your friend, I'm your brother, Lugal. Signing off. If you've made it to the end, thank you. I give you all my blessings from Venus. May they be multiplied, given to you times infinity. Aho amen, and it is so. Stay fiery for your dreams. Bye.